Hey, Kentucky, welcome back. Time for a game of fill in the blank. We have help tonight from UK freshman Bria Simpson. She is from Clark County. Woo, woo, Winchester, shout out. Thanks for being here, Bria. What is up first?
There are reports that more than 24 UK students are studying abroad in Italy, and the university is trying to get them home following concerns about the coronavirus. Mary Jo and Perrin, this news is what?
Well, it's good. It's proactive. You should try to get those students home just to hopefully avoid quarantine and just to keep them safe. I think a lot of universities are doing this.
Yeah, you want to keep the kids safe, but more importantly, I know if anybody's worried more so than those kids are, I say their parents are.
Yes.
So this is concerning for me. I know their mom and dads are probably losing their stuff right now as we speak. So hopefully this works out and gets solved as soon as possible.
All right, Bria, what's next?
The Louisville Police Department was one of several across the country to take some heat for using the coronavirus outbreak as part of a bogus public service announcement on social media aimed at meth users. The idea of saying recently seized meth was tainted by the virus was what?
You know, just not a good look. They were asking you to bring in your meth and they would test it for the coronavirus. Just not a good look. They did delete the post, but
well, if you're doing drugs that make your teeth foul out,
you don't really care about the flu.
Yeah, you're not worried about the coronavirus. I'm just a thought.
All right, Bria, what's next?
A Hardin County woman was recently reunited with her son 55 years after his babysitter kidnapped him at the age of 5. Guys, this story is what?
It is unbelievable. 55 years ago, his babysitter kidnapped him. She has never seen him since. They got reunited because he took one of those DNA tests and it linked him to Kentucky and blah, blah, blah. That's how that thing happens now. It's awesome.
I couldn't imagine being kidnapped at 5 and the woman that raised me from 1 through 5 no longer gets to see me, and then here I am 55 years later able to meet her. It's a blessing that she's still with,
such a blessing.
with us here for him to see her as well.
Absolutely. All right, Bria, what's next?
A Northern Kentucky driver is miraculously unhurt following a terrifying encounter on I-75 last week. The woman managed to safely pull over after the hood of her car unlatched and reeled back on its hinge right into her windshield, which shattered in her face. This story is what?
Exactly, miraculous. I cannot believe it. I can't imagine how out of control I would drive if my hood flew up, cracked my windshield, and shattered in my face.
Well, I mean, she's lucky she didn't lose her vision with the windshield, but more importantly, I'm just glad she's okay. She didn't hit any other drivers trying to get over, and they were able to safely get her to the side and get her home. So that's just a blessing as well.
Unreal. All right, Bria, what's next?
Treasurer Allison Ball recently returned nearly $1.3 million in unclaimed property to Kentucky residents over a 1-week period, which set a new record. Mary Jo and Perrin, this accomplishment was what?
I mean, $1.3 million of stuff in a week. People, hang on to your stuff, or this is like unclaimed or stolen goods. I don't know totally, but that's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of money. Like, what? I mean, you can use that money. How about they sell all that stuff and give that money to the government so they can do better things to help us with the coronavirus that's on its way?
Looked like they had some comic book stuff and the $6 million man's boss and everything in there. All right, Bria, what's next?
Union College is getting on the eSports bandwagon. The Bulldogs have formed the school's first collegiate eSports team and are expected to begin competition in the fall. This announcement is what?
Getting on board, man. Esports is big time, and it will attract students to your university or college.
I think this is a great idea, and all those kids that played video games for years that they always told them they would amount to nothing, it's amounting to something now. I just feel bad for all the guys that had that dream early, and now they're having this opportunity. You know, it's going to create a lot of opportunity for kids in Eastern Kentucky all over the place to have the opportunity to get out of Kentucky and do something different with playing video games, which is phenomenal.
Sure, it's so cool. All right, Bria, what's next?
And finally, a Cynthiana 6-year-old was a big hit on Facebook for his performance as toy bull rider. Take a look at this clip of Nash Jackson Smith and tell us what you think.
Go! Let open my gate! Let him out! Let him out! Hey, come on! Ride him, buddy!
What else could you think? But that's the cutest thing I've seen in a really long time. And I love that he throws the hat down.
This is great. I mean, he might have a profession in the sport, but I tell you what, he seems to be enjoying himself. I love how he falls off and he bounces right back up.
He's so cute. I love it. All right, thanks so much to Bria for pitching in tonight. Good luck with the rest of your freshman year. Tonight's wrap-up is next as Hey Kentucky continues.